I hope we have volume here. There we go. All right, that should work. Well, if we don't have volume on this laptop, then that's not the end of the world. So here we flop a set of deuces. I am going to max buy here. Here I'm sitting on the 1-2 table. Let's see if we can get a $4 PLO double board bomb pot going. Now we are on a 2-minute delay, just so you guys know. And because of that, if you ask a question, it takes me about 2 minutes to read it. And how I'm going to read it is I'm going to open it up on my channel on my phone. So bear with me. But my phone is muted. But we should be live now. All right, it's coming. So maybe it takes 2 minutes before it pops up. But yeah, we should be good. But yeah, if you guys do have any questions, feel free to ask them. I figured I'm probably going to go do more live streaming a little bit more often, just so you guys can see me play. And feel free to criticize if you want. Let's see if we can get this game going too. Here we've got aces and nines with a club draw. Now I got 3 clubs in my hand, so it's unlikely he's got a club. The king of spades is probably one of the few cards I don't like. I like the ace. If he bets, I call. Of course, he's got ace king. I knew I didn't like that king. That's all right. Sometimes you just gotta lose. I probably lost the minimum there, and I'm okay with that. See if any of these games pop off. What am I on right there? 51 with the stand-up. So one nice thing about the stand-up game At least in Hold'em, it brings a little bit more action. This is a hand I could raise with pre. Outlaw's a fairly good player. Got second nut low and a 10 high flush. I mean, does he really have ace deuce with spades that often here? I mean, he's been betting it the whole way. Alright. My hand's just kind of... Obviously, if it's a red 4, I'm okay with it. But that's okay. Ace deuce 3 with the jack. Like this hand. Especially heads up. So, not flopping much there. Let me make sure we are in a 2-minute delay. Or at least we should be. Alright. This is muted. There. Yep, we certainly are on a 2-minute delay. So yeah, if you guys ask any questions, I'll see it on here, and then it takes me about 2 minutes to get to it. So, appreciate you guys tuning in. My wife was up until 5:30 in the morning yesterday because she was taking photos of the northern lights. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go sit at the 30-cent, 60-cent table. Let's see. Running tables. So the ones I'm sitting at. I'll hold off on 30-cent, 60-cent. Chipstorm doesn't start for another 26 minutes. Hello, Professor. Love your videos. Thank you, Shada Kit. I appreciate that. Ace, King, Queen, Jack, 5. This is a 3-bet from the big. So I have position on these two. He's going to have a 1-to-1 SPR. Wow, I'm never folding this hand. I have top wrap with King High Hearts and backdoor low. Yeah, I'm okay with all three of us getting it all in right here. I mean, he might get it. Okay, well, be careful what you wish for. Somebody's got the ace high hearts. All right, he's got ace high hearts. He's got queen high hearts. We have a low and a straight draw, and ace high hearts gets there, and they both have ace deuce. Wow. That didn't look like a punt, but apparently it was. Somebody told me those two had those hands. Of course, then again, I think I'm still getting the right equity. Jack, Queen, King. I need an 8, a Jack, a Queen, a King. I am planning on streaming for 3 hours. Turn a flush here. Still have a 26 low draw. Well, I have a live deuce. And then I have a flush. So I think I'm getting half. He has a 25 low. Okay. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Hopefully we'll have a good session. You know, I live streamed on Saturday because I was testing it out because I have Starlink. So if there comes a time where, like, everything freezes for 60 seconds, or maybe it's not that long, it's probably like 20 seconds, it'll just pop back in. But my brother told me that it shouldn't be doing that with Starlink, but we live in the middle of nowhere. Mic is really low. All right, let me see if I can turn it up or move it closer. There. All right. Is that good? And thank you, Ruck Rule, for letting me know that the mic is real low. Ooh, we have aces. Aces and 8s with the 7. And I'm not used to live streaming, so obviously I welcome all feedback, both positive and negative feedback. So even if you're one of my trolls, it's okay. um, wow, both of these guys have had my number tonight so far. Do. Let me know how it is on the mic, if it's better. But yeah, feel free to ask me any questions you guys want. But yeah, we were up. I was up until about 4 in the morning last night. I was playing cards until about 10:30, playing on the Madhouse, and gotten a PLO6 hand, 50 cents a dollar, $1,800 pot, like four ways, with Mr. Ibuprofen here. And the flop was King 3-6. I ended up calling like a 5 bet with, I think it was like 4-4-5-7-8 or something like that, or 4-4-5-6-7-8. It was really all connected, all low, and the flop's King 3-6 complete rainbow. And there was already $500 in the pot, and no one had a 1-to-1 SPR. Everybody had like $200 or $300, and there's 500 in the pot. So of course we get it all in for the rest of it. And I think set of kings might have had some of the lower equity total, but my total equity was like 40%, and it just went running queens. I was like, oh, that's such a gross run out. So, but yeah, let me know how the microphone is now. But yeah, Chip Storm will start in about 20 minutes, and you're going to see that it goes from having one table going to, it should be all 5 tables, because it's where little packages fall from the sky and land on you. Look at this. We have a nut draw. We have a set, or not a set. We have a over pair of jacks, nut heart, nut low, and we have a pair of sixes. So I mean, if he like check pots it, he would do that with a set of nines and like ace 4, which I'd be okay with ripping it here. Whoa, talk about a bad run out. I would have had a live ace at the end. But what was I talking about? I can't remember. Just let me know if the microphone's good. Can't remember if it was Starlink. Oh, Chipstorm. Yeah. So the packages will fall if you're dealt cards. So it's like anywhere from $5 to $100. So, and it happens twice a week, Mondays and Thursdays. Oh, 2 pair with a straight draw. Yeah, and I don't know why the output, it's not coming through the laptop, but that's okay. What's the best way to study PLO? What are some ways you embrace? Microphone is now perfect. Okay, sweet. Well, I'm glad moving it closer helped a little bit. The best way to study PLO is probably just volume. Get the hands in. Get micro stakes, even if you're playing 1 cent, 2 cent, or 2 cent, 5 cent, 5 cent, 10 cent. Because if you can be profitable in the micro stakes, it's very it transitions into an easy time of being profitable when you start playing 25 cent, 50, and 51. But the one thing that I will warn you about is online is really hard to transition into live. For example, most tables are 6-handed. Like this is a 6-handed table because it's Big O. This is a 6-handed table because it's a double board bomb pot PLO5. But like here, this is something that's unique that some clubs will do. And the Madhouse does it. They have 9-handed PLO4 tables. So that is closer, easier to transition what that's like to a live action table versus if you're just a online grinder playing micro stakes and you're used to playing 6-handed PLO. when you transition into live, it's like, oh my god, these people are, calling or raising, and then calling a 3-bet, and then even calling a 4-bet with 4, 6, 8 jack double suited. It's just something you don't see in 6 max online. So the warning I would give you is, if you study micro stakes, it'll help you for online, and it'll help you get some of the basics down. Besides that, just playing it live, depending on what your bankroll is. And I used to tell people this could have been a 3-bet hand. Whew, it should have been a 3-bet hand. I used to tell people that, it cost me $30,000 to learn how to play Pot Limit Omaha. That's just one hell of a turn. That's like the only turn that might get me quartered. Wow. All right. I don't even know what to say to this. He's obviously got ace 3. I think I probably should have bet $20 as a blocker bet. Oh, Worst River. Oh, okay, Ty. He wants to talk about Worst River. I mean, he was drawn to hearts, but yeah. That was a tight check back from him. But it turned out to be okay. Well, Brian, Ivy, I'm glad to know that you're watching the stream while playing against me. Yeah, that was a crazy hand, though. The King 3-6. Yeah, that it was, and yeah, there was like 4 different side pots in it too. But what are some ways I embrace? Yeah, the biggest thing I embrace is just experience. Because there's some things, like, even if you look at, like, I posted a video today for the Venetian, and there is a hand where the board was 8-6, like 3 or 8-6 deuce, and I had literally a pair of 8s with a gut shot. I had 7, 8, 10 jack, and I bet 125 on the button, get one caller, and then the guy check pots me. But he did it like the 6th or 7th time in a row, and I was just like, screw this guy. I'm eventually I'm gonna get him. And so I called off on him, and but my read of what he had for his range of hands were hands like 5-7-7 or 7-7-9 or 3-4-5 as a with a gut shot inside wrap draw. And so when he turned over 7-9-9, that was like literally the only hand he could have that would have me barbecued. But it was out of all the range of hands he could have, it was literally, there's only so many combinations of that pocket 9s with the 7 that he could have, and he just happened to have it. So but like I said, there's having that live experience of seeing somebody just continue to check pot, or continue to be aggressive is something you don't normally experience online. So having that and being able to react to that is usually going to give you a much better experience than anything else out there. So yeah, just experience. So this is a decent hand, heads up, no raise. That's a pretty good turn, considering I turned the nut high and I have the 3rd nut low, or 4th nut low. Yeah, let me make sure we're far enough ahead. Wasn't the queen? Yeah, we should be. But yeah, PLO is I think it's a softer game right now than No Limit Hold'em. I don't know. And I don't know if I'm giving credit to No Limit Hold'em players. But it's one of those things where there's $90 in the pot and somebody's betting $250 on the river, and you're just like sitting there scratching your head as a Pot Limit Omaha player, and you're like, what? Like, why? Like, and I know why, because you either have the stone cold nuts or you have air, and or you have air, Ooh, we flop a straight, so we have the second nuts with ace four here. And we're drawing to a 10 high straight if a 9 peels off. We have backdoor hearts, no spades. So when it's checked, I got to think I'm good on the high end. Maybe not so much on the low end, but who knows? When in doubt, pot it out. Yeah. And sometimes if I forget a story, and if I forget a story and you want me to go back and tell it, just mention it in the comments. I smoked a big fat doob before getting on here live. So that's okay though, because I figured, am I going to be live for 3 hours without that while playing poker? Probably not. I doubt it. Don't quote me on that though. Because I have watched a few of Greg Goes All In live content, and there's times when he like uses the bathroom and his roommate steps in for him and yells at him what the hand is. Maybe I should stop drinking this water, but yeah, we'll see what happens. These are things that I don't know how I'll anticipate, but yeah, if you guys haven't seen the Northern Lights, oh my god, the Northern Lights last night were out of this world. My wife took some amazing photos, just absolutely amazing photos, and you know, there's other photographers that took photos and they did really good shots as well. And I don't know, I don't know if it's the exposure that she used or what, but holy wah, it's a Uper term there. You look at them, and especially if you're from the north, northern hemisphere, you're just like, wow, you can just look at the sky and think that's home, So, not to get all sentimental on you guys, but yeah. I have a pair of nines here with a gutter ball. I'm just going to check this one. I'm not going to go too excited. This is a limped pot. Oh, Sabs. Oh, an Ivy. What am I in for? I'm in for 581. Hey, we have a full table on Big O. Let's see if we've got any other tables going. Let's see. Oh, somebody's sitting on the 51 PLO4. That's a good one. I like that one. That's old school classic. Cannot obtain GPS. I love it. There we go. Yeah, the nice thing on the 50 cent a dollar is max buy-ins $500. So you want to talk about deep stack. Since I'm double suited, I'm going to 3-bet Brian here. I'm assuming this is coach, or this is a new player, or a new name for coach. I don't know. Oh, that sucks. That tells me he's got aces. So we've got a good low. We've got decent equity here. We have the world. We have... Oh my god, we have everything. Oh my god. The only way this... I mean... We still have everything. Oh my god. I mean, I suppose I can check there. Yeah, I suppose I could check there. Well, that was a fun hand. I'm getting real barbecued. It's good. Let's start off the stream down $500. Maybe I do have to mute this, or maybe not mute it. Let me turn it down a little bit. There we go. Let's look at what he called me down with. I think he just had aces, or did he have aces with a heart draw? Did he pick up a heart draw? 2 diamonds, and he's got... Oh, he's got a gut shot. Wow. All right. I'm okay with that. Sometimes that's the way the poker gods decided. Ooh, we've got 4 people on PLO4, and we have Flounder. Flounder's in the house. Oh, this is not a good flop for me. V-Shot has a... He has a 4-1 SPR, so we're going to play defense here. Ooh. So... nothing going on there. Nothing going on there. I am down $460. And somehow I do this professionally? Oh, I need a kick in my own ass. But yeah, the Northern Lights were great yesterday. They really were. And that's I stopped playing poker while watching the Northern Lights when I lost that $1,800 pot. But yeah, no, they were absolutely amazing. So my wife took some awesome photos. I posted them on Twitter, and I posted them in some of the Facebook groups that I'm in. And I'm gonna straddle here. But yeah, they're really good. If you're into Northern Lights, like she took, I think she said 700 photos. And I think it's going to be another late one because we're supposed to have really good possibilities of Northern Lights again tonight. And I think she's just going to be out there until probably midnight. Look at this. I got a bottom wrap with top pair. Okay. I'm not liking that. Not anymore. Oh, they both check to me. All right. Well, now, if there's any time to steal a pot, I think this has to be in it. I mean, it looks like I have Queen 7, 7, 8 here. I could probably get, he's probably got spades, and maybe he had Queen 8. Oh, boy. Oh, I'm not even going to waste the $2. All right, well. So here we have pair and a straight draw, and second not low. Here we don't have much. We have a pair of tens. I mean, 15 is a decent sized bet and a 22 bucks. Call me in it again. Oh, because of the aces. I got you. Well, that's okay. I'm glad to see you open up. Maybe you're not in it. We'll see. I mean, God forbid, would you 4-bet with anything besides aces? I would. But that's okay. Look at this. We got 5 people over here. So, and aces, double suited. Now we have an ace 5 low with an overpair. He's not going to have a whole lot of nines. I mean, he did limp. I guess he's got a 9 somewhere. Well, look at this. Now we've got 7. kings double suited, out of position. We have a raise. Maybe if I minimize it and then open it back up. I'm just going to call with this hand. I'm not going to 3-bet. Oh, the face cam is covering up the table. Oh, I got you. That's fair. I'll put the tables that... Oh, I see. That's probably a little... That'll probably be better. Maybe I should just move them all down. I like them back up. Pocket nines. Alright. I mean, we do have king blockers here, but I should have just bet the flop if I wanted to get it through. I just didn't like betting it into 4 people. Yeah, see? Like, maybe they have hearts, who knows, but yep. Wow. Going to straddle on this one. Here we go. Chip Storm's 2 minutes away. Double board bomb pot pops up, I think 1 out of every 10 hands. And it's a 9-handed table. Wow, I need a queen down here, not up there. Don't really like this hand, but still don't like the hand. Oh my goodness. I might be good both ways. I mean, I just realized there's a flush out there, so... I mean, he has a queen and a 4. Fair fight. He had the last queen, but he didn't have hearts. Deuces, 6s, and 9s, and it's being checked to me. Oh boy, I know spades is going to call me here, and I do have an ace deuce low, so I think I just have to pot it once. And it might go all the way through. Otherwise, if I get a call, I'm hoping it goes check, check. Fortunate. Pair of 10s with a club draw, pass, pass. Good. I'm glad that fixed where the face cam is now. Oh yeah, it does look a lot better. And it'll only cover the top one up here, or the top 2, if that game gets going. 1-2 PLO4. Good. And again, guys, I don't stream a lot, but I'm starting to, so any feedback is great. Like I said, I've watched a few Greg Goes All In live streams. I had one where it was like 5 in the morning, my time. So it was 2 in the morning his time, because he's in Vancouver-ish. And I was like, oh, my wife's making blueberry pancakes right now, and I'm smoking a big doobie. And he was just like, Professor, I think you're winning in life. Well, I have a unicorn, so I think I am too. Even when I lose in poker, I feel like I'm winning in life. So, yeah, I'm fortunate. New juju. All right, well, Chipstorm's going. So, with Chipstorm going, there is a 30-cent, 60-cent table going. So I could do 3 tables. We got 2 on the 1-2 table. 1-2 no limit hold'em with stand-up game. Yeah, that ends up being a fun one, even though it's no limit hold'em. Let's see if I can, if anybody's interested in doing that one. Oh. Oh, kings. I like kings. And nothing over here. There we go. You know, I might end up taking a break. Maybe halfway through this. But I'll take the blinds. Look on this. At least on this table, I'm not stuck that much. 28 bucks. This one, though, oh, we got ourselves a lot of work to do here. Ooh, this could be one of those hands. Ace, deuce, 3-3. 5, 6, 7, 9 rundown. Ooh, I like it. Now, how much does Swine Virus have? He has 38. So, here we have the nut low draw. I'm just going to play this one aggressively. I'm a little stuck. And now I have a nut high draw too. So I have the nut low and I have 2 3s. So it's unlikely he's got deuce 3 as well. And I have hearts. Look at that. See, sometimes when you're a little stuck and you play a little aggro, it works out. And obviously if he 4-bets me, I'm calling. Which he could. Oh, God. Thank God he didn't. I mean, it looks like I have aces no matter what I bet, right? Now if he... Oh, look at that. 9 high. That's how you win with 9 high on a 4-bet. Or a 3-bet. You bet 1/10 of the pot. We have Intanked. Jared in the house. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no, we're good. And here we have a gut shot. We have a double gutter. Like, we can hit a 10. We could hit a 6. Or we could hit a deuce for the nut low. But see, the 10 and the 6, the 10 still doesn't give you the total nuts because ace queen would give you the total nuts. The 6 kind of does, though, and I have position. But coach is a nice guy. Watch it be like the 6 of diamonds. Ooh, that would have been just... If he checks, I pot, and then if he calls, then I'm just lighting more money on fire. Probably a good thing that I decided to fold that one. So... But yeah, I don't know. I didn't have anything planned for live streaming chat. So, what types of I'm curious, out of the 13 people who are watching right now, what is your favorite variation of PLO? And if you don't play PLO but you're watching the channel to learn, what do you think your favorite variation would be and why? I'm curious. Yes, I understand it's a 2-minute delay, and by me asking that question, it will take you 2 minutes for me to actually see it. This is kind of neat. Aces. with a suit and some low cards, and we're blocking some low cards. So Crazy John's just flatting on the button. Ibuprofen. He's calling. He's not going anywhere. He limped under the gun. Oh my god. This guy must be the biggest nit in the world. No. We have a wrap again. Now, am I going to go 0 for 4 with wraps? I have a wrap with the flush draw, with the low draw, with I hit something. You know, I think I have to bet this one, but I don't think I got to bet very much. So I'm going to 75 it. It looks like I have ace, ace, deuce. Which is really gross because if he jams, he might have ace, deuce, 3, 4. Okay. I think I was good both ways. I think he had one pair when he folded. I wasn't sure, but I was doing kind of a blocker bet, kind of a value bet. I mean, ace, ace, 5. I'm like, does he have an ace, deuce? That's going to suck if he does. So, like I said, it looked like ace, ace, deuce. John's playing good tonight. So, here's the chip storm. Mike has won 10 chips. So, yeah. 809. We have a straight over here in PLO4, 50 cents a dollar. Well, this is a decent hand. I wish the ace was suited, but we have a full table. Buying for 50 to 500, and a lot of people bought in for about less than 100. Wow, only me and Outlaw bought in for a decent size stack. Tank bought in for 100. V-Shot bought in for 100. Curious if anybody is down for some $4 PLO5 double board bomb pots. I just like regular 4-card PLO. Okay, I'm not smart enough for 5 cards, just 4 for now. Well, 5 cards is not my favorite unless it's high-low. Then I do like it. Here we flop a set of 6s with the jack blocker. I'm going to trying to bet pot here and take this one down. Let's see, I was the original raiser. Outlaw's on the button. I'm okay with the fold. I'm okay with the call. Not okay with the raise. Sometimes I'm okay with the raise. Just... it's a pretty bad run out. Really? What do you check potting with? A set of 9s? Okay. Set of 9's good. Do. 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, you know, 5-card high online, like the one that we have, or the one that I play at the Madhouse, because it has antes and because the players are action. I'm going to like a lot about that Venetian mix. Look at this hand. There's $22 in the pot. Now there's $242. Like, what is calling besides the nut draw or the absolute nuts? And that's exactly what we had. We had ace deuce with hearts versus the stone cold nuts versus 9-10 with ace deuce. Oh, wow. Andy had hearts as a redraw. Whew, wow. That was a crazy hand. Absolutely just bonkers. From $22 in the pot to $1,300. And I don't know if you're never supposed to like eat chips on a live stream or not, Yeah, that pot went crazy. Yeah, 1, 2. Let's see what the. Let's see. Yeah, he had the nut straight with the redraw to the flush. That's pretty crazy. Oh, yeah, I'm slowing the game down. Pocket tens. Limped, even in position. Kind of displays your hand. Like when you have tens, jacks, or queens with a bad low and you're in late position and somebody in Big O limps, that's usually a sign of tens, jacks, or queens. Don't know if that's the live stream or Starlink. All right, so I don't know if that was the live stream or Starlink. What I was saying is anybody who limps in Big O in late position is usually a sign of tens, jacks, or queens. Oh, I hate chips. I think he's betting a fourth of the pot. I shouldn't have even called the raise. I should have limp folded. I'm glad I saved myself $8 here. On this other board, looks like we just have a pair of queens. Nothing much else going on. What do we have here? We have a straight with a straight flush draw. We have ace deuce 6, so 6 is full. Live deuce, 35 low. Choppy choppy. It's a pretty good hand. Ace ace queen 3-5. I'm in Pennsylvania, and I just have to say the local limited player base makes the games online very soft, especially 4-card. Nice. Or geo-restricted player base may be a better term. Yeah, no. When Poker Stars and WSOP was only in Michigan, it seemed like the games were soft. When they combined with New Jersey, the tournaments were better, and the small buy-in tournaments, like the $20 buy-in tournaments, were really good as far as just like practicing and getting a good ROI on them. But the cash games were not as good. And now they combined with Nevada as well. And it's kind of the same thing. The tournaments, I think, are a little softer, but the cash games not so much. See, the only problem I have here is these two guys are the only ones that have big stacks. Like if everybody had $300 in front of them or $150, I'd probably call there. Here we have aces with an ace 3. We have queen high flush. Ooh. So Flounder's got aces. He's got a rundown. See, this is like a bullshit hand that would probably win. But like I said, if everybody had like 150 or 200 in front of them, I'd probably call there. And then, yeah, get stuck even more. But, yeah, no, if you're finding that Pennsylvania, it's a soft game, yeah, stick with that. I mean, one of the big things that I tell students all the time is, table selection or game selection. Just because you're in the mood to play Parliament Omaha, if you look over and you see the Parliament Omaha table is just full of nits, and it's super soft because it's restricted there. Yeah, dude, crush it. Crush it until it's no longer available, that's for sure. I meant to raise here. This is a misclick. Oh, John will raise for me. Okay. Oh boy, talk about flopping a lot. I do have an ace-6 low, but I have nut high and a pair of deuces. Alright, same result. But yeah, if you're finding that the game is soft, for Pennsylvania, like Poker Stars and WSOP, then keep playing that. Absolutely. I mean, part of the uh, reason why I like playing on the Madhouse is has a lot of different mixed games, a lot of different players, and there are players that are splashy, and there's players that aren't as splashy, but you get a good mix of player pool there. So you get some pros like myself, but even myself, I think, what was it, yesterday? No, it was the day before yesterday. No, yeah, it was yesterday morning. I punted off like $600. I mean, I did have some hands that I lost just due to variance, but there was several hands that I played that was just bad play. But so even myself will have a punty day every once in a while. So, Ace Queen Deuce 4 5 with diamonds I really like. Downside is there aren't many players, so you stack a guy too many times, and then you have to sit down at a table and he leaves. Yeah, I hear you there. Oh, don't DC me. Oh, goody. I'm like, here I flop the nuts with a redraw to the nuts and another redraw to the nuts, the 4 and the 5 and the diamonds. Like, wow. It's like I was staring at the Northern Lights there for a minute. Yeah, so eventually that is true. With a smaller player pool, you sit down at a table that you've stacked a guy several times. See, here's a hand that's just kind of mediocre. It's kind of ace, queen, jack. I guess I shouldn't have even played it to begin with. But yeah, and then the guy recognizes you, and he's like, "Why do I want to play against you? You're just crushing me every day of the week, you know." And they just get up off your table. Something golden goose. uh, you like respect. All right. Outlaw says he likes respect. But I want action, folks. What did he show? Oh boy, Crazy John. Maybe John is going off of his rocker. Well, this is not exactly a flop I was looking for. I do have diamonds though. Really? A full 90, huh? On 2 jacks? Like, that's just so random. Oh. Okay. Okie dokie. Wow, I would have bricked everything too, and I would have called Tell the River, because then I would have had an up and down straight draw on the turn. So maybe the two jacks saved me. I have an overpair super dry board, and so I'm gonna take a stab at it. Stab. These guys play a little tight. Like Taxi plays a little tight. Flounder, that's my brother. He plays super tight. V-Shock's been playing good and bad some days. Oh, that was a Starlink issue. This is a loose call. Deuce 3-4 king. Very loose call out of the small blind. You should not see. This is why this is a loose call. You don't know where the hell you are on the flop. This is something I tell my students. Why are you playing Deuce 3-4 king? Because the flop comes 5-6-8, and you just want to get it stuck in your patoot a little bit bigger. You're like, yeah, because then you call there, and you're calling all the way to the river. See, you just make the pain harder. I mean, I hope somebody has, 8-6, and somebody's got ace-3. He's got ace-3, 8 deuce. See? That's why you don't play Deuce 3-4 king. I know I have a few students who might watch this later, and they're like, okay, that's why you don't play Deuce 3-4 king. Sorry. Yeah. So, in Pennsylvania, and particularly the East Coast, they don't allow people to record. They don't like vloggers. So, I get asked a decent amount, hey, are you coming out to the East Coast? And it's like, I'd like to, but if they don't allow recording, then it's hard for me to have like a meetup game there. I'm going to go play a table that is running, so that way we get 3 tables going at the same time. We have Big O, 50 cent one. Oh, looks like the 30 cent, 60 cents going, but it's full. All right. And then was there a PLO4 with antes? Let's see if we can do a PLO5 with antes. Just high. This is just high only. Oh, I would have flopped a set and an inside wrap. But, I mean, a 7 or an 8 gets there and the low's there. Okay, that's like the only card that would give me the nuts. So, something, golden goose, right? Oh, interesting raise there by V-Shot. Sabs must have had a low draw with spades. He might have like deuce 4 here. V-Shot probably has 7, 8. Oh. Oh, bad hand to play. 3, 5, 7, 8. Oh. So how many of you guys watched Berkey's podcast on the high stakes cheating pinhole camera with the microscopic earpiece? I thought that was pretty eye-opening. I was like, oh my god. Just curious if you guys watch that stuff. What you guys thought about it. We are definitely raising with this out of the big blind. Ace, 7, 8, Jack. Double suited. See, normally when I play poker, I also watch TV at the same time. Maybe this is why streamers play music in the background. Should I have music going on in the background? Look at this. A pair with the nut spades draw. We have brother on brother action. This is my brother that I used to play 7-card stud with, 50 cent 250 when I was 12 years old. Oh, you little bitch. Okay, now he's only doing this with a set of kings. Oh no, he min raises, so he could have a king high spade draw. I have a straight draw now. I need a 10, but I think he's got like king eights. Oh, you suck. Because now what if he's got king queen, king 9? I don't think he's folding king 9 or king queen. I think if I bet pot, he would call. I have a jack for a blocker to a straight, but... Oh, wow, that... Maybe he has king 10 jack. Oh, he had pair of jacks, which was the best hand. Interesting. Him min clicking me. Probably still had king X jack jack. Probably king 10 jack jack with king high spades. That'd be my guess. We river the nut high here, and we don't have a low, so I'm just gonna pot it, hoping that we don't chop. $56 pot. Audio is still way too low. Alright. Let me see if I can scooch it. Maybe right here. Audio is still way too low. Headphone volume? No. Pattern. Hold on, I'll figure this out. I have the nut low draw with a 35 high flush. I have a straight flush draw. Rip it. Alright, let me mess with the audio devices. Microphone in use. Hold on. Testing. Oh, here we go. Alright, now how's that? Oh, that's going to be a little too loud. There, how's that? It was right there, so... Yeah, now tell me how that is. See if that's a little bit better. Alright. Didn't know about the recording thing. Oh, yeah, so apparently they were saying it was like in a 100-100 no limit game, or a couple times this happened. But basically they had a pinhole camera or something, like either on their phone or possibly like on like a Kindle or like a piece of jewelry. And if you're sitting in the 1 seat or the 8 seat, and if I butcher some of this story, my apologies. I'm just going off of pure memory while live streaming. But if you're sitting in the 1 or the 8 seat, when the dealer is pitching the cards, the dealer has the cards above deck and they're pitching it. And so the pinhole camera is seeing every card that's being pitched. And there's a microscopic earphone in the guy's ear, and he's like on the phone with somebody like out in the parking garage, you know, telling him what everybody's hole cards are. And yeah, apparently that's been going on for a while, like years. But and they didn't high roller event. And I was thinking, wow, if somebody did that, yeah, in any tournament, you could maximize your profits, you know, play every hand perfectly. You'd know everybody's hole cards. It's like unbelievably cheating, you know. It's just it's unfortunate. But when you start dealing with the tens of thousands of hundreds of thousands of dollars, I mean, it's just something you got to be aware of. I mean, I suppose you got to be aware of it too when you're in the hundreds and just thousands. I mean, I don't think that there really has any limits on cheating and stuff like that. Definitely better on sound. Thank you, Wolf HVAC. And I mean, if it needs to go up a little bit more, let me know and I can record, or not record, but bump it up a little bit more. So we do have a full table here. Again, we've only got one guy that has a stack size closer to mine, but that's okay. It's early on the chip storm. So now if I eat a chip, then it'll be really loud. Oh. That was not the card we were thinking of. We were not looking for the Queen of Hearts. I cannot continue in this hand. Would not be prudent. Outlaw, on the other hand, this might be a Starlink moment. On the big O table, I have ace 8 of diamonds, 2 6s, and a 10. I'm calling a pot size raise from the button if I am afforded the opportunity to. As long as I didn't disconnect. Well, it's on Brian here. Oh no, maybe just this table disconnected. Well, that's really weird. Maybe my laptop just glitched. And it's like, oh no. Now here's the worst part about it. There's a player waiting, so if I get up, I'm going to be the one waiting. Well, that's unfortunate. I don't know if it's doing, like, all the other tables are running just fine. Right? Yeah, here I'm good. There I'm good. Three people waiting on this game. Let me see if I can sit down here. Because I don't want to get off of this one unless I absolutely have to, but it looks like I have to. Because right now I'm stuck like $400 in this game. And look at these stack sizes. I can get unstuck in this game. This game I'm stuck $50. I can get unstuck on this one for 50, but not for 450. So unfortunately I have to leave big O and then try to re-go to it. That sucks. Let me see if it's in between a hand. If it's... yeah, it timed me out. Oh, well. Well, I'm on the waiting list. We have 2 on PLO4 with stand-up game. Yeah. I'm a big fan of the Only Friends pod for sure. Yeah. I think that's good. Ooh, a seat is reserved. Thank you, DJ. So what the stand-up game is here, because you'll see it both in No Limit Hold'em, where there's $96 above my head, and in Pot Limit Omaha, where there's $120 above my head. What it is it's the knit game, or the knit button, in No Limit Hold'em, like on Hustler Casino Live. So, for example, it starts when there's 5 people in the table, and what happens is when you win a pot, you get a token. 1 token on this table is worth 5 big blinds, and the blinds are 50 cents a dollar. So 1 token is worth $5 on this table. Now, the reason why there is requires you to have 120 side bank is because you can collect 3 tokens per round. So you can get $15 from the person who does not win a hand per round. So if there's 9 people at the table and you don't win a hand before everybody else does, you're going to pay out $45. And if everybody wins 3 hands before you win 1, then you pay out $120. How's it going right now? I'm stuck a little bit, but I'm trying to get unstuck. We're going to see how it's going. I'm going to try getting this PLO4 game going. Aces and sevens, the 56 low. You know, maybe that's the other game I can try getting going is the PLO6, because we had that going last night. That was pretty fun. Yeah, I need to let people know. We've got... Oh, I gotta move these down. We have Push and Pray. So, I'm going to let these guys know I'm at PLO6. PLO4 stand-up game. Ooh, kings with an ace 3-5. Have we won anything? Oh, we've received 0 chips. Look at all these people. And Tanks won $25. Jay the Stack, Mike Stang, Jay the Stack, Outlaw, AZ Viper, B Wiser, H-Town Rob. V-Shot is 3-betting me. Interesting. And we have a caller from Crazy John. I got to get the dead money. I shouldn't say dead money, but I got to get the money out from Crazy John. But he might not fold. He's going to have a 1-to-1 SPR after this. So he's not going to fold a whole lot after this. Yeah. Overpair ace 3. I do an ace club. He's got ace ace deuce. I need a 3, a 5, or a king. Oh, deuce works too. So we get lucky there. At least we got a little bit of extra equity out of John, I guess. I find it easier to distinctively know what to play in PLO5, where I often find myself unsure in PLO4 and PLO6. You probably play mostly PLO5 is my guess. But PLO6, you'll see some questionable calls or questionable plays. Usually you're waiting for the nuts or the nut draw, or having the nuts with a redraw. Or blocking the nuts thereof. Oh, look at this. We have a 3-3 hand. And even though I am out of the big, I just want a little bit more money in this pot. I'm double suited. And I don't really want anybody to go away. I'm okay with 4-way action. Nut flush draw. Okay. We've been here like 3 or 4 times already tonight, boys and girls. So instead of potting it, we're just going to let John grab a hold of the driver's stick. Full speed ahead, Captain. I mean, if Ivy calls here, he must have... Okay. Let's just... I'm not going to fold. Set of kings and 5s. Okay, I got a straight draw too. Okay, we get there at the low. Ooh, I flop quads. And I'm on the button. And it's a double board bomb pot. Wow. I don't think anybody's going to bet here. So this is, what, 5 of us? 9 of us? So $5 is what this bomb pot was. Watch. This is how you play quads. I'm either going to get the least amount from playing quads this way or... Oh. Oh. I was going to bet $5. But I am pleasantly shocked there. Hoping he's got like 10 jack. And a 10 and a jack comes on the turn. Or just running sevens. Running sevens would be nice. But yeah, so that's what the stand-up game is. The side game I enjoyed the most was when the casino... Oh, I have ace 4, 5, 6, 6, 9, 7, 9 is promotion. All right, now we're just heads up. Oh, nice. I'm gonna bet $20 from him. That way I can bet pot, and it's almost a 1-to-1 SPR. Because if he has 10 jack, it's even hard for him to call 10 jack here. Oh, give me another 9. Now he might call with 10 jack. Maybe he's got 6s. Oh, he had quad 6s. Oh, wow. That makes sense. That's a cooler. Straight up cooler. Enjoyed the most was when the casino did a promotion where you mystery prize if you were able to win a showdown with specific holdings like King of Clubs, 3 of Hearts. Oh, in multi-table tournaments. I could see how that would be fun because anything that like is a promotion that helps juice up some action, that's what I like. That's what I'm talking about. So here we have the guy we just stacked. If these were suited kings, I would totally 4-bet. But since they're not suited kings and I'm in position, I'm just going to 3-bet. Plus, Outlaw's the only other one that has chips. Or a decent amount of chips. Look at Crazy John here. Just coming out with the 3-bet. Okay, Crazy John. That's why they call you crazy. I don't have a single red card in my hand. I guess I fold. I play bad. I don't know what to tell you. I play bad. I mean, it's a great flop for that hand, but... Yeah. I don't know. I thought he was holding aces. I had bad kings. I guess I play bad. Yeah, sometimes you just fold the winners, I suppose. Alright, here we don't flop much of anything. Trying to get unstucksies. 330. This one I'm up 130, so I'm still down 200. And we don't have anybody sitting at this table. Why in God's name don't we have anybody sitting at this table? I think because the min buy is 150. Is that really? It's really scaring people off. Oh, here we go. Ace, ace, deuce, 4, jack. I mean, I like my hand. I can start bluff. If it goes check, check, I go pot. What? Well, here we have an overpair with nut low draw, and we have a flush draw. That is the shroom room. What's up, baby? Oh. Oh, boy. Wow. I flopped the world here. Hopefully I'm not timing out. Oh, pot it. Pot it. Oh, I checked. That was a really bad check. Oh, and this hand got mucked. Dag nabbit. Here. Oh, here we go again. All right. Well, we're not getting 2 checks through. Maybe it's just too many tables. I don't know. All right. Hold'em doesn't look like it's going. Crazy John's calling. It's probably got a straight. Oh, full house. I don't think he goes anywhere anyways. Do. Yes. Sean, let me know if you like the Shroom Room for live streaming. I think it's pretty good. And I had some other things like, I don't know, I had a banner or something. I was messing with Streamlabs because I was going to post like the Madhouse and PPPoker, but I don't know. Old guys like me figuring out technology, we do the best we can. I do like Deuce to 7 triple draw. Pot limit Deuce to 7 triple draw is becoming. I love playing it. Oh, hey, we finally won something on the Chip Storm. Ooh, $25. That was worth the wait. Now we're not stuck as much. This is a, I have 2 pair. Let's get rid of this hand. Let's just get it over with. And then he refuses to get it over with, and I give up. I meant to bet pot on the flop, but that's okay. Oh. Here we have a set of 8s with an ace-6 low. Which is funny. Ended up saving myself money by not betting pot there. So over here in Big O, I'm okay with calls. I'm okay with folds. I won't be thrilled about raises. Okay. Now here, we have nut hearts as a plan B. We have ace-6 low. All right. Ooh, look at this. Back-to-back chip storms. 5 chips. That's what I'm talking about. So now we're up to 30 bucks just for playing. Looks like there are 50 and the 100 still out there somewhere. That's what it looks like. Yeah, every Monday and Thursday. Now I'm on the button. I don't need to bloat this pot anymore. Even though I could with 8, 9, 10, Queen, King. Some opponents, you want to 3-bet this. Actually, I probably should have this hand. But look at all those callers. Oh. Well. So here I got to figure out the outs. And if I'm sharing any cards with any of my opponents. So 7, 8, 9, Queen, King, Ace. So 3 sevens, 3 aces, with 6. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 is 8, 14 outs. So 14 times 4. You live once. Keep it black. I'm back in black. I hit the sack. Glad you know. Just be back. Got 9 knives. Cat's eyes. No. Sorry. Crazy John appreciated the action anyways. What did he have? Nut diamonds? Did he have aces to go with it? I saw V-Shock was holding some of his outs. He had nut diamonds with a pair of 5s. Was a pair of 5s leading? No, I had a pair of 10s. Wow. I'll take it. These are the things that I love about the Madhouse. Sometimes the game breaks out. This is not exactly the flop I'm looking for, but I can extract value from some hands, like maybe kings, maybe hearts, maybe daddy just turns the nut full house. Now if he, okay. So he's either got a hand like 8, 9. He could have pocket 9s and he could have pocket 8s. Now here's the gross thing about this. If he pots into me, I think if I pot and he check pots, if he check pots here, like just theoretically, what is he ever check potting here with? Like nothing, right? So if he's got 8, 9, 8, 10, he calls. If he's got ace 8, he calls. Like if he's got pocket 8s, he can check pot here. Yeah, you like the shroom room. Yeah. Yes. I like the shroom room too. You know, it's funny because I was thinking about like last year when I played a lot of online poker as well, and I built my bankroll back on online poker. What I was doing last year, especially in the wintertime up here, because as some of you guys know, winter in Michigan is brutal. But when I am up here in the wintertime, because I'm also a resident of Florida, but when I'm up here in the wintertime, I build puzzles. I build puzzles and play online. Like the shroom room, as Sean pointed out, I mean, there's, I think, 26 different puzzles that we had at one point hanging up on the walls and the ceilings, but it looks like we took some of them down from the ceilings. But, yeah, so there's definitely good vibes. Why we play against me? I mean, I was gambling. Like, I had 8, 9, queen, king. Come on, John. I lost last 2 weeks, I think. Well, it was nice to be profitable again. But The stacks on this table are big. Stacks on this table not so big. And we're missing out on... Let's see, do we have... Are there any other games going? Big O. Well, there's two 30-cent, 60-cent tables. I'll set another 30-cent, 60-cent table. No, I don't want to do 30-cent, 60-cent. Surprised nobody's joining on the PLO6. Look at this beautiful hand, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, no one's jumping in on the 1-2 no limit with the stand-up game. Let's see if we can try getting some interest in on that. Oh, normally a great hand. These are two boards that I was not looking for. Outlaw likes it. V-Shot likes it. Well, here we have Ace, Deuce, 3, 8, 9. Double suited. Diamonds and spades. We like the fact that we have Ace, Deuce, 3. We really don't like having 8, 9. It doesn't really bring that much value besides the fact that we have diamonds. Of course, watch flop's going to come 5, 6, 7 now. I mean, 5 ways I don't like it. I like this hand with this flop, maybe heads up or 3 ways, but not 5 ways. 5 ways, somebody's going to have a 10. And that's the other thing. When you're playing Big O, like 6-handed, you got to figure 36 cards in the deck are out. You know, by the time you get to a flop, you literally have 39 of the 52 cards out. So there's a lot of possibilities that somebody's got a 10 in their hand. Now that's if you have that many callers. Well, they both have 10 queen. 10-9 is in the lead, and 10-9 holds it. But yeah, it's much different when you get it heads up or 3 ways, because then you're only dealing with 12 or 18 cards of the deck, and you know what 6 or 5 or, pardon me, 10 or 15 cards of the deck, and you know what 5 of them are. And when you're 6-handed, it's 30 cards. My apologies. We flop bottom set on a very wet board. We're betting pot here. Oh. I mean, I didn't come to play a set and muck it. Well, that's good. He's just got a set of kings with a club draw. I picked up diamonds. Oh. Interesting. I was the 3-better. And I have nut spades. So I have 3 3s, nut spades. I'm out of position. V-Shack raises. Oh. I mean, why is he raising here? I mean, does he really have a set of jacks? And if he does, I don't think I'm folding. He's got a set of jacks. Oh, he's got ace 3 as well. And he had a better load. Deuce 7. I had 7, 8. I like his aggression. Not too shabby. So here we have King, King, Ace, Deuce 5 with the Ace 5 of spades. And we're on the button. Super monster here in Big O. Good monster here in PLO4. Hey, we're up $1.34 here. We'll take it. Over here, we're up $2.82. We'll take it. 8 viewers. I appreciate you guys hanging in there, watching me. We have the second nut low draw, or the nut low draw, because a 4 does give us the nut low. And then we have, look at this, we have a lot of people checking. We have the king of clubs as a blocker. So I'm just going to bet pot here because we have a pair of aces. No one's going to call with a worse club draw, or they really shouldn't unless they have deuce 4 with clubs. Or if they have deuce 5 with clubs, every once in a while they're going to call here. Deuce 4 calls. So that's not what I was looking for. Like I said, deuce 4 calls, maybe with clubs, maybe without clubs. 5 comes. That's okay. Feels like the action's a little slow when in fact it's just early. Honestly, I should probably do a live stream at like 1 o'clock in the morning. Because sometimes at 1 o'clock in the morning, there's, PLO4s going or PLO5s going with antes. Let's see if we can get the deuce 4 PLO5 going. Still 2 hours of chip storm. So out of the 8 viewers that are here, how many of you guys are in the madhouse? Like, obviously, Brian, I know you're watching. Who else? Oh, we have Sean. So, HVAC. And I'm guessing Def is DeFi. So, okay. Maybe 5 or 6 of you guys. Cool. This is not a good hand in PLO4. That's not a good hand in Big O. Ooh. 8, 9, 10 Jack double suited. I'm liking that. Somebody's sending me a text message about something else. Oh, Outlaw Min clicking me back. Well, based on what he had last time, that really doesn't mean much, right? Or does it? He's calling me with a set of aces, too. Oh, and he's got a jack high flush. That's great. That's great. End up with 3 9s. So we have almost the exact same hand. right. Well, I just got invited to go fishing tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock in the morning. Oh my God, look at this bet, 237. Not at 9 in the morning, 7 in the morning. Out on Lake Superior. I don't think I have anything going on tomorrow morning anyways. Let's kick it up a notch here. I feel like my suited ace is going to come in. And I'm okay with people calling. I'm not okay with a 4-bet here. Okay, what about as planned? Need a deuce or a 5 or a 4. A lot of times in a 3-bet pot, this will get checked around. I can realize my equity. I have not low. All right, well, I'm not going anywhere at that point. Chop up. Oh, wow. So you had ace, deuce, deuce. Ah. Let me ask him if he wants me to invite. $7 a.m. fishing on Lake Superior. Oh boy, what are we getting ourselves into here, boys and girls? We're folding that one. You know, I really don't like this hand, but I owe Crazy John a little bit of action here. If he checks, I'm gonna start liking my hand. Oh, why'd you have to put an ace out there? Just put like an 8. Put like a little 8. I can probably fire at this. Oh. Well, I'm glad he didn't put an 8 out there. I don't think V-Shot's betting that without a king. That's just my opinion. Ooh, ace, deuce, 3, 5, 9. 3 spades in her hand. I didn't even check like other poker streamers. Is there much Pot Limit Omaha poker streaming out there? Or is there much Big O? I mean, here we got Big O. We have Pot Limit. 6 card. Okay, no one wants to play 2-4. We have kings with a suited ace. We're at the 9:15 mark. This might be a time for a meditation break, is what we'll call it. Maybe we'll see if anybody wants to do PLO4 with an ante. Oh, wow. No flop, no competition. Wow, maybe this table's just tightened up a little bit. I mean, I guess. Not too many people up or down that much. Outlaws up a little bit. Nothing too big. I'm down 125 because of the jack high flush he had. And I know when I bet pot, he's calling a lot with a set there, and he's calling a lot with flushes, all flushes. I mean, if I check there, I think he pots it as well. So I think he checked back a set of aces there. So I think he can bet. He can call pot with a set of aces, but I don't think he can bet pot with a set of aces there. Here we flop top two pair, and here we have queens. Oh. That deuce should not change anything. Tex Hayes is a pretty tight player. So he might have ace-8 here. He could have a set of aces. He's out of the big blind. Could have 6, 7, 9, set of fives. 6, 7, 7. This is a gross river card. Well, let's see if he wants to run it twice. I did that because I have a 6, king of clubs. It also favors my raising open range and then calling a 3 betting range. Where if I 4-bet that, I think that has to be a check a lot of times. We turn nut diamonds. I feel like, I don't know, something's up there. This is a really bad hand, but I like it for 3 betting ranges. Because it's going to play well against aces or kings. That just looks like quads. Maybe I can take a stab at it right there. Oh, a bet and a min click. And a re-raise. We might have quads over quads. Or Jack 9, Jack 9. I can see them both having Jack 9, Jack 9. Yeah, a bet, a min click, and then a pot size bet. What's ever a 3-bet on the river that's not the nuts? Yeah, probably quad jacks. And he checked it all the way till the river. I don't know. It's just a guess. Just an educated guess. You know, I'm going to mix up a little bit here. I'm going to 3-bet with 7, 8, 8, 10. AZ Viper, Tex Haze. Kind of curious what AZ Viper does. Folds. Wow. I have a diamond draw. I think I'm going to bet 10 again. Oh. We have a raise here. I really don't have a good hand. I have pocket eights. I'm just going to get out of this hand. Him pushing all in. And him calling. I don't think I'm good anyways. Sorry about that. Apparently I had somebody message me on Facebook. And, yeah, apparently it comes up here, so. Oh, the joys of live streaming. I'm learning it. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys like this? Are you guys saying, this is pretty cool stuff? Or are you guys learning anything from it? I mean, right now we just got 2 tables going, and then we've got 2 on the 1-2 no limit with the stand-up game. But what I might do is just go take a little bit of a break, smoke a little bit of a doobie, and come back, or go do some meditation. Yeah. Been live for 2 hours now. Wow. This is what my video editor says to do. He says do a lot more live streams. I'm just going to power limp with this hand. Now I have to see what he's messaging me about. Oh, good. All right. Oh, I flop nuts spades. Coach K is now Coach Time. Power limped pot. What am I betting pot with? Okay, fair assessment. Give me a 7. Clubs. I mean, 5 of spades on the turn and 5 of diamonds. Have somebody have pocket kings. Oh, No one has pocket kings. Bad pocket kings. Doobie. Oh no. Oh, the joys of living in Alaska, eh, Brian? Oh, where'd we go? All right. I can hear my wife outside. Oh. We did a bunch of gardening. So, as you guys know, I built my garage last year. Well, most of it. We had to redo the concrete. Don't even want to discuss that right now. But we had to redo the concrete. And then when we redid the drains, we did them with, white rocks and stuff. So that way it looks pretty. Well, there's a flower bed right in front of the garage. And we had to put up like a rock retaining wall. So yesterday I spent 4 hours gardening while playing poker online at the same time. It's probably why I was punting. I was a little distracted. Kept picking up rocks one at a time and bringing them over and setting them down. But sometimes when you are playing online, getting into some kind of routine, like I said, building a puzzle, can help generate what you need in order to be profitable. Look at this. I'm up 150 here, and I'm down 100 here. So I'm up $50 for the day. 2 pair, I don't like. Low draw, I don't like. Straight, he checks the turn. I don't know. Ace 4. Fair enough. Ace 4 king with spades. Fair enough. Alrighty. 9:30. Figured I'm going to stream for another hour and a half while Chipstorm is going. And, if you guys do want to play some PLO, you can check out the Madhouse. These are the games that are running. Oh, just kidding. These are the games that are running. So, stand up 1, 2, 7-card stud or 7-card stud. No Limit Hold'em is not going to be running tonight, apparently. But look, 2 tables at 30 cents, 60 cent. Oh, we have the 50-cent dollar 51 6-card funsies running. How am I missing this table? 1, 2. Am I just being posted out? Why is... Well, this says 51 6-card funsies. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Now we're going to get some 6-card. PLO6 going on in the house. All right, ace-3, not low draw. Backdoor hearts. Don't really have much for a high. So let's bet a little bit here. We have a straight. We have 2 straight draws and a flush draw. Here I'm just going to bet a little bit. This is $5. Two, three, five, six, seven, jack. Do not like. All right, so here we have penny stealer, coach time, and push and pray. All right. So we do have the ace of clubs, but we do not have another club in our hand. So here we've got kings in PLO6. What do we got? We got 3-way, 3 callers. I'm just going to try stealing this. They shouldn't have a 9 in their hand, not with a 3-bet pot. So I have the nut low. And that's no good. Oh, I literally have no value high. Here I have the nuts on 1. So here I have nut low and no value high. Whoa. How often am I getting quartered by John? John was the razor. Outlaw 3-bet. Alright, I guess I'm folding. I know something just tells me I was losing that one. Here I have a straight draw, a flush draw, nut flush. Queens. Position's really important in PLO 6. So I'm first act. Queens. Do flop a set of 10s, and I've got a straight draw, but I don't have hearts. Okay. Still don't have hearts. Wow. Maybe I should have just led with pot. Oh my goodness, PLO 6, middle set wins. See, it does happen, people. I'll take it. Now here we have double suited ace, king, 7, 9, 6, 6. Clubs and hearts. We're on the button. Flop a set of 6s. So we have the second nuts with draw to king high hearts. And we're in position. Okay. I mean, he's not going to call with anything worse. I guess, would he call with queen jack? Oh my god. Maybe I should just ripped it. He needed a 5 or... Yeah, he was drawing to queen high hearts with a pair of queens. I had a set of 6s with king high hearts, and he had a straight draw, though. He did have 3, 4, so I guess I could get a little bit more aggro with him. I just sat at the table, so I don't like having 3 diamonds in my hand. This game will go very fast, and it'll stack. The pots will get big really quickly. Because, of course, you're dealing with 6 cards. Push probably just saw what I was flatting with and is realizing that I'm playing a little too tight, so now his range is probably going to open up a little bit more, considering Push's range is already wide open on PLO6, or I shouldn't say wide open, but he plays aggressively. He's like myself. He'll play all buttons. And, I mean, full pot size bet. He's playing them appropriately, whether he has it or he doesn't. Record's a 4th club. I had the 9 of clubs in my hand, so no one's got the straight flush unless they have the royal. And I did not see what happened. Oh. What did I end up winning that hand? Oh, yeah, the ace-high flush. And he checked the river? Wow, he didn't bet the turn either. Huh. That's strange. I mean, here I have jacks and 7s and I'm betting it. But to each their own. We have a set of 6s with ace-3 low. That's pretty good. I did pick up nut clubs. Probably checking a lot of rivers, unless it's, well, a jack, a 7, or a club. The 9 doesn't change anything. That's a weird run out. Somebody have 6-8, but it's possible. Set of jacks. Save money. I think this is a check call. Yeah. Like, don't know if I can bet pot. That's going to call me there. That's worse on both boards. So Penny Stealer doesn't raise with the nuts on the turn, and he also doesn't raise with top set on the turn. I don't like queen, queen, deuce, 4. I got king high spades. I can represent here, can't I? And I got an ace in my hand, and I don't like callers. Aces triple suited. I mean, technically you shouldn't want 3 aces, but I guess when you have 3 aces with 2 jacks, it goes pretty well. There's not a fucking suit out there. Pardon my vulgarity. I was going to say, I got to be blocking some of his straight draws. Ooh, top set with a lot of straight draws. 7, I have 8, 9, deuce. I have backdoor hearts. Quads. Did anybody say quads? I guess I should always bet the turn. They're always going to have some kind of... They got value on the flop. They probably might have value on the turn. I don't know. It's PLO6. When the board pairs and you have nut, full house, or quads, it's hard to get paid. That should be a video. How do you get paid with nut, full house, or quads in PLO6? So, top two pair. Going to be betting here. I have top three pair. But he didn't have ace-high clubs. What was he calling with? Maybe queen-high clubs. I'm losing some of the time. I was thinking he's going to have 7-10, 7-10 jack. But we're still an hour and 16 minutes left in Chipstorm. I don't see anybody's won the 100 or the 50. What I say, limp late position is like 10s through queens. In this case, it's kings. We have a raise and a 3-bet, so I'm just going to get rid of the hand. I've got 3 hearts in it. I don't like it. Here we flop bottom set. Bottom set for us did not work well last time. So this is probably going to be a standard 3-betting table, just in general. Let's see, I have 9, 6, Jack, Ace. So if somebody's got 9, 5, I'm drawing to not a whole lot of outs there. But yeah, this is probably going to be a 3-betting table most of the time. Yeah. Just with push there, I'm there. Push and coach is there, so the other 3 players are a little on the tighter side. Ace, king, 4, 5, 5. Suited ace. 3 to a wheel. 2 to Broadway. It looks like we've had some musical chairs in the Big O category. Looks like ibuprofen went across the table. We are triple suited. Something I was experimenting with for a little while. And PLO6 is when you're triple suited, just get it all in. Pre. Does not mean that's what I'm going to do here, but triple suited, you end up having a decent amount of value, like on a lot of flops. Like, for example, board's king 8-3, and you just happen to have a king and an 8 in your hand with backdoor everything. Backdoor diamonds, backdoor spades, backdoor hearts. Oof. I mean, given the hearts is a straight flush draw, 60% of a straight flush draw, guys. How do we lose this hand? He comes running jacks. Okay, that's one way you could lose that hand. Double suited. It's like double rainbows. Here we have a 3-3 hand. And that's not flopping a 3-3 hand. But we bluffed it. We turn a diamond draw. We end up with a pair of 10s on this hand. Yeah. Well, guys, it says that there's 3 of you here watching, which is fine. We have a nut no bust nut low draw, a gut shot straight draw, and the nut flush draw. We have the world. We've been breaking out. Like, we've bricked out every time when we've had this many outs tonight. Oh, John, just keep it cheap, brother. Come on now. Must have had Jack 7. Bucket jacks. That was fair. Oh, why didn't I call this hand? Look at this. 138 in the pot, and we got a bet, all in, a jam. This guy, his worst hand is ace-high clubs. Push must be sitting on like maybe 9 jack queen, maybe a set. Yeah, ace-high clubs. I would have had 7-9 jack. This guy's got an 8-9. He's got a pair of 8s and an open ender. How did I fold this? Oh, the kings are ahead. Oh, of course, and I had 10s and 6s to go with it. Yeah. 9, 10. Oh, aces and PLO6. Outlaws on the table. This is a hand that'll get you in trouble in Big O. Aces. Oh, I might win $1 here. On 50 cents a dollar. My call time is still 9 minutes. One nice thing about the Madhouse is the call times. When you sit down, there's usually anywhere from a 15 to a 30-minute call time. $15 to 30-minute call time. Unless you're playing something with the stand-up game, like the PLO4 with a stand-up game. Oh. So there's a lot of prop bets people can do. Here we flop nut low draw, gutter ball. I mean, a 4 is a gen card. 4 of spades is like super gen card. I mean, 4 of hearts is great too. Oh, wow. John's just going for blood tonight. Ends up being a good fold for me. I mean, the 10 gives me a little bit more outs, but 70, 60. Ooh, I'm up $10. Plus this. But this doesn't count over here until the call time's up, which is another 6 minutes. I think that's debating on cutting the stream short. I mean, I've already been going 2 hours. I don't know. Feel free to ask me guys. Ask me guys whatever you guys want. Trying things out. Got the Starlink, so that way I can start streaming. Well, it's because of my video editor. Sending videos, large files back and forth makes it a lot easier when, you know, your upload speeds are reasonable. Before they were, I'd like upload a video and then go to sleep. True story. We flopped 2 pair on a monochrome board, all clubs. We have the 9 of clubs in our hand. Coach Time does the philosophy of when in doubt, pot it out. Can't really blame the guy. And he has the ace of clubs in his hand. Kind of help that helps too. Ooh. Ace, king, queen, 9, 7, 4. Now some of you might be asking, what do you look for in a PLO6 hand? Well, to start with, a suited ace. After that, it just really depends. The button. I want to play on the button. Push is raising it. This is one of those hands that I love and I don't love. Oh, here I have the nut flush with 2 pair. So this is one of the rare instances in which I am going to check. Now the turn. So now I'm going to bet it like I have a queen high flush. So I'm going to bet like 15. The fact that I have top 2 pair, I don't have anything to worry about to this hand. Unless the 5 peels off. Okay, so this is interesting. This checked around. Oh, you know what? I don't know where I'm at in that hand. I think I'm good, but I'm going to check it. Check it. 4, 5, 7, 10, jack, queen. I'm only calling this one on the button. Now he bets basically pot. Maybe he turned a set of jacks. Oh, look at what developed here. I mean, the 9, I guess, brings in a few straights. Okay, I'm on the button. Push is raising. We're calling. Hoping for a 9 on this flop. Ooh, a 10. We have a gutter ball with the 4 and the 5. Ace, king, queen, jack, 3 over here. Do you guys like multiple tables? I know there's only 2 of you watching right now, but or is it just too much? Now, one of the rules, button principle, especially in PLO6. Look, this is such a dry board, 10-6 deuce, and I have one of the tightest guys calling me, so I need a 3. Now I have top 2 pair. I'm done with this hand. Like, unless the river's a jack or a 3, I'm done. And I have in-tanked 3-betting me. This is horrible. I have Ooh, I have 2 pair here with a gut shot. I'm going to run with it. It's big O. If he's got aces, I'm ahead. Oh, he's got kings. Oh, with the 9. Well, I need a 10. Okay. And yeah, he's just a set of kings. With the 9 ball, too. And here I've got a king 3. But, yeah, I think I'm going to end the stream a little early. It's my first time doing like a lengthy stream. I'm going to end it when the call time for here is up. But these chips are live. 2, 3, 4, 6. So here I'm down now. Great. Down 40 bucks here. Down 80 bucks here. I'm down 120. And here I'm up 100. So I'm down $20 on this stream. You know what? We're going to make it all up right here. Here comes a heart on the river. Or a deuce of hearts. Or they can just fold. We have aces and just a pair of 6s. Fair fight. We flop the second nuts, but we have 9 blockers. We're the original raiser. So, and we're faced with a full pot size bet. We're going to peel it off one time. I'm okay with the check there. That I'm okay with. Here, you know, all right, let's just check that once. All right, same straight. Tanked says he wants to play for more. He just says, the hell with it. All right, we'll play for some more. Well, now I'm not going anywhere. Yeah. Oh, that was a fair fight. I ended up river in a straight. He had a set of kings. It's fair. So I think I'm going to end the stream, but keep playing. Yeah. So I'm going to get off of this one. Yeah, that's what I'm going to